We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Rangers and the Kansas City Royals. With that, we say hello again, everybody. Welcome to Rangers Baseball. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Kansas City Royals.
A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I'm always excited when I get to see Adrian Beltre do his thing. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Ian Kennedy will be the starter for the Royals in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, you got to love having Alex Gordon in the outfield. Remember, he's a converted third baseman. He absolutely flies, gets a great jump, really leaves it all out there, out in the outfield. He's won 4 Gold Gloves in a row, 2011 through 2014. He's as good as it gets.
Willie Calhoun is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. These Royals, Eric Karros, entering play here this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before. And luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
Striding into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Kennedy pauses. First pitch on its way. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this will be foul. Hot shot toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
They've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. 1-1 pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
All even now, 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now. Number 30 would be next. Grounded back up the middle. Gets dirty and gloves it. It's late. He's safe.
Almost a great play.
Nearly a remarkable play, but score at a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Number 30 will get his first cuts here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Soler is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Rangers threaten but leave them loaded. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Salvador Perez is someone that's trying to work through some stuff right now. It just seems like something is off with his swing. Or maybe it's mental. I'm not sure. But I bet he and the coaches are trying to figure it out as soon as possible.
Number 15 will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
On the ground up the middle. Andres fields it cleanly. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Paulo Orlando will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play. First offering on its way. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Yeah, that's not a bad pitch right there. The ball's down in the zone. He does a really nice job of getting the barrel through the hitting zone and squaring it up. He just can't elevate that pitch enough to get it over the infielder's head.
In is Jorge Soler, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking. You've got to put this ball in play.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Into the seats, 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, and that's a big second out right there, and that's going to keep that runner anchored over their third base. So they may wind up not getting that first run across after all.
Choi is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And another foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Rougned Odor will dig in here to start out the top of the second. 7-8-9 here in a scoreless ball game.
They'll be looking to make amends for that top of the first where they got the bases loaded but couldn't get anyone home.
Kennedy gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, not his best effort right there. Luckily, he's still got another strike to turn things around.
Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Odor is retired, and there's one away.
Batting 8.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Stepping in now, Juan Centeno. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Gordon moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 9th, center fielder, Drew Robinson.
Drew Robinson into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Pulled toward right center field. Orlando moves over. And that ends the inning. We'll see Alex Gordon to start things out when we come back. And there is Alex Gordon. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Left fielder, Alex Gordon.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Chu. Still going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. And how about that? Alex Gordon has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Batting 7, designated hitter.
Standing in now, number 38. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hit in the air out to left field. Calhoun has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Batting 8, third baseman, Chesler Cuthbert.
Chesler Cuthbert digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Raul Mondesi comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this is going to get by Beltre down the line. A fair ball. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And a relay home is in time. And he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
Number
Yeah,
15.
now in hindsight, you could have had runners at second and third with one out. But they roll the dice. They're trying to pick up that run from first. And it winds up not working out for them.
Into the box now, number 15. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You see right there on the graphic, these first 2 innings have been costly pitch-wise. He's at 35 already, and he's only through an inning and 2/3.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball, and that's causing it to stay high.
Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One for the Royals here, and it comes courtesy of this Alex Gordon swing. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Royals. Back now in the Midwest from the city of Fountains, Kansas City, Missouri. All set to go in the top of the 3rd. Willie Calhoun is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Number 17.
And as it's just opening day, we've got plenty more baseball coming up as we take a look at our upcoming schedule. Shin-Soo Choo in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
I tell you, both of these teams have come out swinging the bats well so far. That's 9 hits between them, and this is still just the 3rd inning.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. But fortunately, no advance. Runners on first with 1 down. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And there he goes towards second. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
He's running again. Pitch swung out and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Choi is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
We'll take a look at this on show track, and that's been an effective location for him so far. He's really been handcuffing these guys inside, and he gets another pop-up out of it.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. In the air, out to right. Soler on the move. But he won't get there. It falls in. The run scores from second. It's 1-1. And he is in there.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And these guys hitting 3, 4, 5, they're the ones that are going to have to produce if these guys are going to have any chance of contending this year. He comes through here with a well-struck RBI double.
In now, Joey Gallo, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike.
Boy, not very decisive there. And, hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
And it's quickly 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Two out here and a runner at second. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Grounded up the first baseline. Choi takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a run in the inning, and it's delivered courtesy of Adrian Beltre. We played 2.5, all even. Paulo Orlando will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Hit hard to the right side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 12.
Jorge Soler is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Hamels peers in. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, that at-bat was all set up with that first pitch curveball. You wonder if he got it stuck in his head that he was going to wind up seeing it again because he was way late on that last fastball.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning, and it remains a 1-all tie. Joaquin Soria is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And reined in, 1 away.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
He's set. Here it comes. Taken high and deep to right. Looking up is Soler. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Rangers move ahead. It's now 2-1.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Up next for the Rangers, catcher, Juan Centeno.
Into the box, Juan Centeno, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
That's by him for strike 1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
It almost looks like he's trying to be a little bit too fine right now. You just got to let it loose here.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Drew Robinson, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. In there, a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? I bet he does.
Into the box now, Willie Calhoun, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit in the air out to center field. Orlando is there. 2 down.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Shin-Soo Choo gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Orlando is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Leading off the inning, Choi, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
You can't try to outthink him up there. Just get a good pitch and square it up.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Hamels is ready. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Tap fouled at home plate. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here's the 0-2. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
The left fielder, number 4.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Gordon. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Remember that he hit a changeup, so it will be interesting right here to see if they just stick with hard stuff.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Now batting,
number 38 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's the fastball by Hamels. Good for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's out to left center and over the head of the shortstop. Andrus. It's a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman.
So striding in, Cheslor Cuthbert, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here.
Now that play is going to change the complexion of this inning for sure. Now all of a sudden you've got 2 outs and a runner at second base, so you may have just handed this pitcher a lifeline.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Robinson posts under it, and that retires the side. Royals leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out for the Rangers. Matt Vasgersian, Eric Karros, and Steve Lyons with you in the booth. First pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Rangers have elected to
So here's
challenge
one
the
last
previous
look
one.
at the replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Mondesi is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Popping it up is bad enough, but doing it on the first pitch, and out of the zone to boot. I mean, this just is not a good AB. I can tell you that.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Raul Mondesi, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Grounded down the third baseline. And Beltre throws on to first for the out.
Now batting, number 15.
Number 15 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Hamels has his sign. Here's the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play. And they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
Paulo Orlando will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. KC down in order. They're down 2-1. Scott Alexander will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 54, Scott Alexander.
Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
Leading off for the Rangers, the designated hitter, number 30.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. Going after it is Gordon. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Rougned Odor steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just 1 away.
Juan Centeno started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And no one will get this one. Runners on first with 1 down. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Orlando is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
From the stretch, Drew Robinson stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1. 2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Texas. They still lead it 2-1.
Leading off for the Royals.
Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Got him.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Salvador Perez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Salvador Perez is a multiple Gold Glove winner behind the plate, including in 2015, but he can definitely do some damage with the bat as well.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Robinson looking up, and a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the Royals have climbed back to tie things at 2.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
In now, Choi.
Number 36.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 428, the official estimate on that last home run. 1 out, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hamels into the windup, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robinson is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Alex Gordon will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. In there at the knees, strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Royals get 1 on this swing by Perez. Top of the order due up to start the 7th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Kevin McCarthy is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Willie Calhoun is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Shin-Soo Choo comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called 3rd strike.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Well, now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
Third baseman number 29, Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
It's sharply toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. Getting late. Stretch time now in Kansas City. It's the Rangers 3 and the Royals 2. Number 38 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far.
Leading off for the Royals, designated hitter.
Matt Bush will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home
Number
7th.
51, Matt Bush.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
Well, That's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chesler Cuthbert stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Raul Mondesi is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs. Who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Number 15 stands in. Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. Here comes the first pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Moving under it, Robinson. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Kansas City. Still a 3-2 ball game. Kyle Zimmer will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Kyle Zimmer.
Leading off the inning, Joey Gallo, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. You give him a pretty good battle up there. You never gave into him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Luke Hochaver will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Delino DeShields will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Delino The Shield.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is various moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide step right there. The chances are you're going to be out, and they nabbed him.
The 2-0 pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Set to deliver on 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
One thing this team cannot afford is for him to get hurt early in the season. Luckily, though, looks like he's going to be all right.
Here's Rougned Odor now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. The second for one. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rangers 3 and the Royals 2. Delino DeShields will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 3.
Leading off the inning, Paulo Orlando. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Number 62 will come in and pitch now.
For Texas, number 62.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. One and one, here it is. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Chu over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The right fielder,
into the box
12.
now, Jorge Soler.
Jorge
He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Around first, heading for second now. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
And this usually stems from a guy that's sitting on the fastball. So when he gets that changeup, normally he's so far out on his front foot, he'll just hook it foul. But instead, this time he's able to stay back, keep his hands back just long enough to keep this one fair right down the line.
Salvador Perez has a chance now to bring home the tying run standing on second base.
And a dinger here would give him the lead. Let's see what he can get done here.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hit to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, number 36.
So stepping in, Choi, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And look out, as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, no way for him to be able to get out of the way of that.
Number 4.
It's seen as though he's the go-ahead run. Probably wouldn't have tried too hard anyway.
Number 11 will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 11.
Now a snap throw over to third, and the runner back easily. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
And here's one of those times where the Royals have to start finding key hits.
Trying to hold the lead. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And his command is starting to desert him a little bit here. You hate to hit a guy and then follow that up by falling behind the next hitter, but that's what we're seeing.
3-0 now.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Number 38 stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And a pickoff throw to third, but the runner's back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
The 0-1 on its way. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and it's now 6-3.
Talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't gonna have to look far to find the biggest at-bat of this ball game. There it is right there. A grand slam that gives them the lead here in the late going.
Chesler Cuthbert will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Back to the drawing board now for that man after the grand slam.
Yeah, with 2 outs, That absolutely killed him.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. There is Andrus. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But the damage done for the Royals, and it came right here on the grand slam home run. Last chance coming up here for the Rangers. As they've doubled up now, it's 6-3. Kelvin Herrera is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Drew Butera is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Now playing first base.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Juan Centeno, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Number 19 is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the ninth. Hit on the ground to short. Mondesi is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting.
2 outs away from the victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Pete Kozma will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Pete Kozma.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Set and the 1-0 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
1 out, nobody on. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
You know, and unless these guys can turn things around quickly, it's starting to look like this winning streak is going to come to an end at 3 games.
Willie Calhoun makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Gordon is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, you know, some late-game heroics in the bottom of the 8th were what proved to be the difference as they rallied back to win in front of a very enthusiastic home crowd.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.